So today is Sunday, the 26th of January 2025. Big update today. If anybody doesn't know me, my name is Alexi, run my own SMMA. I've been doing it about 2.5 years now and just tracking the journey day by day. Now, the update that I've got for you today is I've made quite a big investment in myself. So just now, literally a couple of minutes ago, I invested £2,000 into a 1 hour call with someone who's very big in the industry, who's doing very well. Now, this guy does about 500 grand a month. He's sold 2 of his companies for 8 figures. And I follow him a lot. My old mentor's good friends with him. I know he's trustworthy. I know he is who he says he is. And he's one of the best guys out there, and he's worked with some of the best, like with guys like Alex Hormozy, Sam Ovens, and if you know this space, you know who those people are. So yeah, I invested into him. Now he put a thing up on Instagram, just sort of saying about how he's doing a 1 hour consultation. Just go through your business, show him exactly what you're doing, and he'll tell you exactly what to do to get to where you want to get to, and show you sort of what he would do if it was a business himself. And yeah, I'm at a phase now where sure, I could have figured it out on my own, and I could have gone and yeah, I could have, like, don't get me wrong, you can do this all on your own, but why wait when you can afford to get the help, if that makes sense? And again, reflecting on help that I got with my mentor last year, that was completely transformative for me, and it put me in a completely new trajectory, and I would not have got where I am today without him. Now, I know I'm not working with this guy for weeks on end, and it's literally an hour session, but if you're that established, if you're making that much money, there is no way on earth that he isn't going to give me something that's going to completely change the way I think, put me on a new trajectory, and anything like that, really. So yeah, there's going to be a lot to learn. So I'm going to spend a lot of the days coming up sort of preparing for it, asking my questions, finding out what I want to know. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Now, here's the other thing, right? To be honest with you, I was pretty scared to book it. More because like I've never spent £2,000 for 1 hour, someone's hour of their time, right? So it's obviously as well trying to break that scarcity mindset and not being affected by that. And it's not that I couldn't afford it, right? Yeah, I I could book multiple one-to-ones with him at that price point if I wanted to, but like I say, I think it's just because it was just like uncomfortable to spend that much. But yeah, I was just sort of reviewing it in my head, and I was thinking to myself like, okay, number one, I want to get to X place. I know how much mentorship helps. This is no way this is going to help, especially how far up this guy is. Number two, I spent about 2K on this camera and all the gear that comes with it, and I didn't even flinch. So how does it make sense that I'm willing to spend £2,000 on a camera, but not £2,000 on somebody who could make me 20 grand a month for the next however many months minimum? And again, three, there's just no way on earth that I'm not going to get some sort of return for that. Again, I know how established he is. I know I can trust him. I know who he is, who he says he is. And again, I've verified that through my old mentor. So there was no reason to doubt it. So yeah, I just went for it. And again, it felt a bit uncomfortable, but now that I've done it, I'm happy about it, because I would have regretted it if I missed the opportunity. Because this guy charges about £8,000 a month for his one-to-one, and I think it's like 2 calls a month as well. So it's fucking mental what this guy does. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting next step. Like I said, it felt very scary, but now that I've done it, I felt happy about it. And like I said before, it's just about breaking that scarcity mindset. And yeah, and just thinking differently about money and having a different relationship with money. If you're always scared to spend it, if you're clinging on to it for no reason, it's not going to take you anywhere. Money is an asset. It's you've got cash to deploy, you can use it to benefit you in many ways. It's about how you use it. So sitting in a bank definitely ain't any fucking use. So yeah, so obviously it's the 26th today, so on the 29th for the call. So I'll spend a couple of days reviewing it, making notes, really dialing in the questions that I want to ask, so I'll make the most of my money. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really interesting to see what he comes back with, and it's going to be really interesting to see what I get off the back of that. And again, it's obviously, I'm not going to have the call with him and all of a sudden be making X amount of money, but what he will give me key steps to implement. So yeah, to be honest, I'm quite excited about it, and I'm looking forward to it. And I've also sort of thought about what's the worst case here. The worst case is I do the call and he just tells me that I'm on track. That's the very worst case. And he gives me reassurance. Now, that's a hypothetical worst case, and I very much doubt that would be the worst case, because he's making 500 grand a month, 400 grand a month, whatever the fuck it is. I'm not making anywhere near that at the moment. So I very much doubt he's going to look at what I'm doing and go, oh yeah, keep doing exactly the same, because that's I very much doubt it's going to happen. So yeah, anyway, I'm looking forward to it. And plus I've booked 3 sales calls today alone. Again, if I close one of them, that's the investment bank anyway, plus some. So yeah, there we go. That's the update for the day. Took a leap, took a gamble. But I feel like I said the other day, I'm now in the stage of my journey where I've got to make financial investments. I've got the cash to deploy it. I've got to deploy it. And nothing's going to happen just sitting behind the computer looking at the money in the bank. It's got to be used. So there we go. Big investment, but see what it gets me back. See if we close any of the guys that we've got calls with this week. And yeah, there's the update for today.